Alright everybody, welcome to our first video tutorial. This video is to help everybody get signed into Google Classroom, and we'll go over some of the features of how to look at papers and turn in work. Some of those features are the same on a computer and a tablet. Some of them are a little bit different, so I will go over both a computer right now, and then I'll show you the tablet near the end of the video. So to log in, you're going to need to type in Google Classroom. And you can also then set a shortcut or save it to your bookmarks. Once you are here at Google Classroom, it looks like a regular Google sign-in, and you have to put in your username. So the username is going to be your child's username, and it's at ps79q.org. Now, common mistakes are: one is forgetting the Q. If you forget that Q, it's not going to work. The other is that sometimes we put at gmail.com or gmail.org, and for some reason it still works as an email address, but then you're not able to put a code in. Maybe somebody already has that username as a Gmail user. So we hit next, and you have to put your password in. Alright, and then once you're into Classroom, you'll see My Class. Now, you could have more than one class. Say if your math teacher wanted to set up a Google Classroom account, then you'd have your science class, and then you'd have a math class with their name. So I'm going to go into the classroom, and you're going to see a stream. This is just like if you had a Twitter account or a Facebook account, where you have the newest post at the top and then older material goes down. You can get a more focused work at Classroom, because here you'd see messages from me, you'd see resources and things like that that I've sent. And if you go to Classwork, you'll see all of the class assignments. Just with this one, most of these don't have due dates. I try to put a due date on all of our work, and try to stick to the due dates. I'm fairly lenient on assignments if they are larger assignments, because you can go and continue working on them at home, but we should try to stay on task and get all of our work done on time. So just to show you guys how to look at an assignment, so for example, the river erosion example here, and you can view the assignment, and in here this is where you would turn your work in. So don't ever hit this turn in button until you're done with your work. I can view work, I can grade it if I feel that it is time that the work should be graded, but if you hit that turn in button, you can no longer edit your work unless you unsubmit it. And for some reason, sometimes it takes a little while to let you start editing your work again. So in here you'll see any attached work, and you see we have a Google Doc and a Google Sheet. On a computer, it's really easy. It's all built right into the web browser. So I click on the Google Doc, and it will take me to that paper. It'll have your child's name here with the assignment, and that paper can be edited right here online. It automatically saves your work, and so when you hit the X, your work would be saved. When everything is done, work can be turned in. So that's the basics of our Google Classroom on a computer. So we're going to take a look at Google Classroom on a tablet right now. So let me get that set up here. And on a tablet, it is similar, but there's just something a little bit different I want to show you guys. The main difference on a tablet is that you have to have all of your apps downloaded. So you can see here we have Google Classroom, Google Slides, Docs, Sheets, there's Google Earth here, it's all my Google stuff. And so you have to download these individual apps and have them on the tablet. So when you sign into Classroom, it's the same. I'm going to just quickly turn off Reflector again, because I don't want you to see the password for this account. So I'm going to put that in. Remember, it's your child's name at ps79q.org, and we'll put in our password. I can't put it up there on the screen because when you're putting passwords, it's excuse me, they come up letter by letter on a tablet. Alright, so I'm into my account now, so I'll bring this back up here and show you. And you can see once you are in your account, same thing here, you'd see different classes. I'm going to click on our example class, and it looks very similar to our stream on the computer. Same thing at the bottom, you can see you can do classwork. Now here's the big difference. On a tablet, when you go into an assignment, it looks a little bit different here in the app. There's the big turn-in button. It's in blue right there. If you press that, it's very hard to start editing your work again, so be careful. Now, here's the big difference. When you click on an assignment here on a tablet, it opens up a preview of the assignment. You do not want to edit your work here. In the top right corner, there's a box with an arrow in it. That takes you to the proper apps. When I click on that, you see it opens up Google Docs. This is where you edit your work. So it opens it up automatically. You can double tap on your paper and you can start editing. When you're done editing, you hit the check mark to save your work. Now you can go back to Google Classroom in a couple ways. If you look in the top left-hand corner, there's a little arrow saying Classroom. You could go back that way. I prefer to double tap and see what apps I have open. I can go back to Classroom here. I can close the preview and I'd be able to turn in my work. Now signing out on a tablet is a little bit different. Okay, we're going to go back. There's 3 lines in the top left corner. You click on your email address. It changes that to Manage Accounts. We hit Manage Accounts. We manage them again in the top right corner there, and then we remove the account and we remove it again. Doing so removes your account for not only Classroom, but also if you're signed into Docs on the tablet and Sheets or any other Google sites. That's very important in class so you don't leave your work open or if you share a tablet at home. Alright, that's the basics of how to sign in, how to sign out, and how to access documents in Google Classroom. If you have any questions, please contact me on ParentSquare.